You can hit more effective shots if you learn how to control the shape of your shots. You'll reduce your errors and you'll also have a greater impact on your opponents. Let's get into it. Welcome to Into Pickle. I'm your coach, Tony Roig. I'm going to teach you how to control the effectiveness of your shots in 3 different areas. First, we're going to look at your serve. Second, we're going to look at your dinks. And third, we're going to look at your volleys. What is the shape of a shot? The shape of a shot is the trajectory that it carries as it goes. And you've already been seeing 3 different trajectories on these serves. Which one of these trajectories would you say is the most effective? A, B, or C? By effective, what we mean is that the shot has a reasonable margin for error while still having a significant impact on your opponent. That is where you're standing right now, seeing the balls coming your way. The most impactful shot is the one my opponents like the least. The less they like it, the more I do. So which one is the most effective? A, B, or C? The correct answer is B. B has a good margin for error over the net while still having significant impact on our opponent. A is too risky, not enough margin for error over the net, and also doesn't kick as deep as B. And C, while having a really good margin for error, doesn't have quite the depth of shot as B. So the best answer here is B. If they don't like the shot, then I like the shot. Let's check out the shape of the dink. Another area where you can use the shot shape to really help you is with this particular dink. The error that we see happen all the time is players will take a dink like this and they'll try and hit it back on a low trajectory, a low shape. So what happens is they come and they go like that and the ball ends up into the net. Instead of trying to hit that type of shot, why not just lift the ball up, change the shape of the shot to lift it over the net? With this particular shot here, I'm acknowledging that my opponent has put me under stress. I am no longer interested in trying to apply counter stress to my opponent with a low aggressive dink. In this situation, all I'm trying to do is to stay alive. By changing the shape of my shot, I increase the margin for error that I have over the net. I can drop it into the non-volley zone in an unattackable manner, allowing me to live another day. If I have to pick between the net or a pop-up, I'm picking a pop-up every time. The key on this dink is to change the shape of your shot from a low, aggressive shot that has a high chance of landing into the net to a higher arcing shot that has a better chance of clearing that net and letting you hit another shot. If the quality of the dink changes from the aggressive stress dink to a more floater dink, now my trajectory can change and turn. Now instead of hitting a high neutral ball back, because I was in trouble before, now I'm gonna try and be a little more aggressive with my shot. So now I may hit a shot like that, a little more aggressive trajectory on my shot, because I have a high floater ball that I can then push to stress my opponents. So I'm balancing the amount of stress that I'm under and the amount of stress that I want to impart to my opponents. That's how I adjust my shape of the shot relative to the type of shot that I'm receiving and what I'm trying to do with my counter shot. The key takeaway on the shape of your shot and your dink is that when you're under stress, you're gonna have a higher arc shot, a shape that's higher, gives you more margin to just reset the ball and let you live another day. If you get a ball that you can then do something with, then you can adjust the trajectory of your shot to impart more stress on your opponent. Next, I'm going to show you how to shape your volley and show you a common trap that players fall into, which is the fake putaway. While I get the ball machine set, it's a great time for you to click that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notified of future videos. Let me show you how to use shot shaping to minimize the errors in your volleys and stop missing volleys just like this with a trap called the fake putaway. What happens a lot of times is players will come here and they'll jam that ball into the net. But even when you execute the shot, it looks a little bit like this. That's a fake putaway because that ball is bouncing inside the court where a player can come up and get it, right? That ball's bouncing inside the court, allowing the opponent to come forward and get the ball. Also, I risk a lot of times with that shot, with that fake put away, I'm risking the net needlessly, because the shot will have one of two outcomes. One of two outcomes. Either I'm going to hit the ball into the net, or I'm going to hit the shot successfully like that, allowing my opponents to come in. Instead, why not use the shape of my shot to hit a ball that is more effective and has a bigger margin for error? Maybe we'll get one lower than that and I can do it. So why not hit a shot like that? That shot there has a great shape to it. It has a really good margin for error, and it's deeper. It's going to go deeper, allowing or making it more difficult for my opponents to come forward. So this is an example of how I can use the shape of my shot on the volley to go from that kind of shot, which is the fake put away trap, to a shot that's much more effective and looks like that. I'll put some additional learning materials here and here, and if not then, I'll see you in our next video.